What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back. It's your boy Blue, and this is a pre-release version of the Piper PA-28R 3 by Just Flight for Microsoft Flight Simulator. So we're going to take her on a quick cross-country test flight from Charlie 16 Frasca Field to Indianapolis Executive after a few stalls and steep turns. I've been really excited about Just Flight finally bringing their aircraft to the new flight sim because still to this day, the Piper PA-28 is one of my favorite general aviation planes to fly on X-Plane. But this is not a review. Again, this is a pre-release version, so it may be missing a few features and sounds, so keep that in mind. Review will be coming soon though. That being said, I can already highly recommend this plane, and as a student pilot, this will be very beneficial for my training. I mean, look at it. Just Flight has finally taken Microsoft Flight Simulator add-ons to the next level. The cockpit textures are really impressive. I've been begging developers to give these aircraft some character, some scratches, smudges, you know, show me wear and tear, and this PA-28 has enough character to have its own Netflix series. It actually looks like it came from the 1960s. And of course, the outside textures are very well done, also with some high quality PBR reflection, but that's enough eye candy. Let's see how she flies. Park brakes released, and we're ready to taxi. Let's go. Make a left turn here. We're taking runway 27 for departure out of Charlie 16. Before we do though, we're actually going to need to do a run up. So before we get to the whole short line, we'll do our run up. Beautiful day out here in Illinois today. Gonna be a really nice flight. I'm really looking forward to it. See, there's a TBM over there. It's like he's getting ready to take off as well. Put the nose into the wind here, and we'll hit the parking brake. We're gonna raise our RPM to 2,000 RPM. So throttle up. It's 2,000 RPM. And there it is. So we're gonna go ahead and move the magneto switch, which is this right here, to the L, which means left. You see the drop in RPM, back to both. Now it's to the right, see the drop in RPM, back to both. Now we're gonna cycle the prop. We'll bring the blue lever down all the way, and then back up. And we'll bring the blue lever down again. We'll do it 2 times. I'm gonna cycle the prop 2 times. And it looks pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and check the alternate air source. I'm gonna drop that down there to open, back to close. Everything looks pretty good here for me. And then we're gonna check the fuel pump as well, check the fuel pressure, turn it off, make sure we don't lose any fuel pressure, and back on. And then bring the throttle back to idle, and it listen to see if the engine is running roughly. If it's not, then we are good to go. Oh yeah, sounds good to me. All right guys, we're ready to go. Last thing, set the transponder to VFR, which is 1200, and we're squawking Charlie. Transmit and receive. See the TBM's taking off now. We'll go on the radio here and let them know we're lining up runway 27. Parking brake released. Looks like that traffic is now airborne. I wonder where he's headed. We got 27 lined up now. Frasca Field traffic, Piper 16 Bravo taking off runway 27, departing on the right downwind Frasca Field traffic. Alright. Holding the brake down a little bit, we could actually set the timer. I always forget to do that. There it is, timer's running. Park brake released. Full throttle. Do our best to keep it on the center line. Looking for a 65 knots for rotate. Airspeed's alive. Here comes 40, 50, 60. Pressure, back pressure, back pressure. And we are airborne. Positive rate gear up. We're gonna pitch for 90 knots in the climb up to about 2,000 feet. We need to stay at 2,000 or below to stay beneath the local airspace. Go ahead and roll to the right here. Bring the flaps up. And again guys, I'm using Track IR, not VR today. We're using Track IR head tracking. Here on the climb out, continue our right turn till we end up on that right base. feels very nice. The plane flies very nice on that climb. That takeoff roll felt really good. It didn't feel out of control. Sometimes some planes, when they get to higher speeds, it starts to feel out of control, trying to keep it on the center line. This plane did not feel like that, which is good. Alright, we're gonna level off there on our right downwind. We'll continue to be out of airspace. We'll do some stalls. Alright guys, we are just east of the field now that we just departed from, right around 3,500 feet, and we're gonna do a couple steep turns here. One thing I like about this area is that the farms actually draw kind of like a perfect compass, north, south, east, west, so like perfect lines. So we're gonna make a right left turn to start a bit of a little bit of left rudder there as we make the left turn. Keep that nose up.
10,000 in direct turn.
Keep it coming, and roll out. Feels really nice, I gotta say. Not take too much yoke input coming back. I'm also trimming it out. It's a bit bumpy out here. I think there's a cold front in the way, on the way.
And United 330.
And getting it trimmed out again. There we go, straight and level. And then we'll do another left steep turn here. Lead in with the left rudder. Keep that nose up.
Expect level 32010 minutes after. Departures with me, squawk 6625.
And there we go, roll out. Now we do one to the right. We do a 180 turn. And doing pretty good. Didn't lose too much altitude on that. So roll back to the right. Come on, baby. There we go. Get the nose up. See, I gotta add some throttle there. Lost a lot of speed in that turn. And then roll out again. Very nice. We only lost probably tens of feet there. It's not too bad. I've been practicing. I still need more practice. All right, let's do a real quick stall and then we'll continue. We'll do a power on stall because those are fun. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and get the plane slow down. We're in the white arc. There's the gear horn there. We'll drop the gear.
817 Fox friendly marsh space to the west. Kansas City Center is online. Radar service. Terminated frequency change of advisory.
And then here comes the flaps. We'll do one at a time.
You can help us get above that weather. Have a nice day.
We did see him. Citation 03 Echo Zulu.
Alright, see our speed's coming back. We've actually been climbing since we've been putting that in. So right now we're at 3,700 feet. And then power on. Pull the nose up. Let's see what happens. There's 50 knots.
I think I gave you instructions to make the turn yet.
There's a stall horn.
But you can continue that present heading vectors for
You can hear the aircraft shaking. That is pretty cool. So I'm holding up pretty nicely. Have the yoke pulled all the way back. And it's still not going into a stall yet. It does not want to completely break out. Here we go. Alright, here it is.
6 miles from Slugger. Turn left heading 200. Maintain 3,000.
Alright, let's do another one, but power off. So bring the power back off. Alright. Throttle is idle. Flaps are full still. Gear is out. And the nose is already dropping on me right around 65, 50. Losing a lot of altitude. Look at that. It's not completely breaking away from me. It's just kind of like gliding down. I'm pulling the yoke back as far as I can. Again, I'll say that the flight dynamics and flight model is still a work in progress. I'm not going to spend too much time doing stalls because I don't know this is the way it's going to be in the end.
Charlie, check your squawk for me. Squawk 6623.
So let's go ahead and move on. Gear up, flaps up, clean up. All right, I got it leveled up back off at 3,500 feet, and I want to do a quick GPS navigation check and make sure the plane works okay with that. So I got a VOR tuned in right now, the Danville VOR, which is 110.0. It's actually behind us, as you can see here on our meter here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the OBS knob and find out what heading we need to fly to get back to it. So I want to fly to it. So I'm actually gonna do this here. I'm gonna keep spinning it. I'm gonna spin that VOR now so we get this. We need to turn a heading of 230. So make a left turn to 230. And fly back towards that VOR. And what I'll do is I'll kind of get us pointed in the general direction, and then I'm going to turn on the actual GPS navigation and see if, or I should say the autopilot, and see if it'll actually fly us there. Looking at this right here is our actual heading. Looking for 230. There's 24, and we'll roll out to about 230 there. Get a trim, retrim it. Got some clouds rolling in now. I'm gonna go down here and see it says nav, so I'm gonna switch that to nav and then turn on heading mode and autopilot on. And I think we're already kind of going in that direction, but it should start flying us towards there.
Good morning.
There is no altitude hold, there's only the heading hold.
GPS 515 Aviation Center, good morning, sir.
So right now, this is the aircraft turning us. This is not me turning us. So it's turning us to try to track this radio that we put in on the OBS. You do got to be careful though on autopilot. Again, it does not hold your altitude. So you can see our vertical speed going all over the place because I'm not paying attention. And we've already gained about 300 feet. So now it's turning back to the right. So we're gonna make sure you're trimmed out really well before turning on autopilot. And there it is. It's flying the track to the Danville VOR. Very nice. And now, if I want to switch to my actual flight plan to go to Indianapolis, I can switch the GNS over here to GPS. And now that should actually fly us back to our actual flight plan. So now it's rolling to the left, and we need to head to the east. And the cool thing is, again, there's 3 GPSs in here. There's this one. You can switch on the fly. There's a 430, the 530, and the 100. So I'm gonna leave it on the 430.
Echo Zulu, flight 090.
Very cool.
That is 336 F, radar contact, climate 18, 105.
What's up? That is 326.
Alright, gears down and indicating 3 green flaps. They're down, set to approach. And here comes the left base. Indianapolis executive traffic, Piper 16 Bravo is left base, runway 36, Indianapolis executive. Indianapolis executive traffic, Piper 16 Bravo, left base to final, runway 36, Indy executive. Might have a little bit of a crosswind here. Oh yeah, we do. Oh yeah, we do. I look for about 75 for our touchdown speed or so. Oh yeah, very nice little crosswind. Look at that windsock over there. Alright. Here we come. A little bit left of the center line here. I think we'll be all right. And some left rudder. There we go. Wow. All right, welcome to Indianapolis Executive. We got here just in time before that bad storm, but I have to remind you, this is a pre-release version, but I'm in love with this plane already, so I do highly recommend picking it up when it releases. Full review will be coming soon. Thanks for watching, and remember, you have 3 choices: give up, give in, or give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. I will see you guys next time, next video. I'm out.